Yeah.
What's up, you miserable scrotal nut goblins? Welcome to the NYAP Time podcast.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Welcome. Hello and welcome. As always, I'm your host, and with me is my beautiful assistant / cum dump, Robert Lopez. Say hello, Robert. Again.
That's fucking
Say it again.
Hello.
It's the best way to open it up.
But no, my man. No, my main man. So how the fuck are you doing lately? How the fuck
Yo.
are you doing in this crazy times?
Yo, I'm living, dog. I'm living the best that I can. Wake up, jack off, eat food, jack off, go to bed. That's
There's not much else you can do, really.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just like, I think lately I've been having like a lack of motivation.
Same. It's like, why do anything when you could just sit in a fucking comfy chair, drink Monster Energy drinks and Yoo-Hoos all day, and watch funny YouTube man make the funny.
Yeah, and like laugh and clap and shit like that. Just go- I think
I know that one all too well.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard habit to break, especially like sometimes it's like all you can do, or you just like I think it's like, I don't know. Sometimes you like force ideas or something like that, or you try to force something and it's like you shouldn't be forcing it. I don't know. Man. I feel weird. I feel guilty like doing other stuff and like trying to play games. Like I feel weird like I should be working, but then like that started early and it's starting to like I'm starting to lose that. I'm starting to just sit there like that fat guy from the World of Warcraft at the South Park episode, and I'm just eating Pringles and I get a little Pringle crumbs on my fat little beer gut and I just brush it off.
You're just like
And I'm watching like professional gymnastics videos, and I'm over here like 300 pounds, and they're just like, ooh, she just tried to pull off a double sow cow and she failed, and here I am like 300 pounds. I'm just like a fucking idiot. Yeah, you ever do that? You ever
should have talked. You didn't talk. You tucked it at 90 when you should have tucked it at 92 degrees.
Yeah, you ever...
Yeah, of course I've done that. Of course I've done that at every point in my life.
I think anyone's ever like did somebody professional like do something and then slightly fuck up and they're just like a fucking idiot.
I just look at Butch Hartman and I'm just like, that fucking idiot. Like if you get that far ahead, you need to actually put in the work, put in the effort, and like appease a lot of people, appease everyone.
I don't know, dude. Butch Hartman's like a different story. Butch Hartman's kind of a piece of shit.
We all know that already. That's fact.
Alright.
Jesus Christ. Chris showed me his fucking he did some commissions for people, and it looks like he spent 10 minutes on each piece.
Yeah,
that he charged like fucking $250 for.
Yeah, he charges like $200 for like those commissions. Do you know like the whole drama? Oh man, dude, it's a whole debacle that, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of other.
Do I smell a thumbnail?
Dude,
Tell me, Dalen.
Yeah, we'll just
spill that drama queen. Come on.
No, that drama's already drawn out. It's past. I'll send you a video. We'll catch up on it. But could you imagine, man? Could you imagine if like Butch Hartman came to your school and started teaching you how to do stuff, but all he did was talk about how awesome he was?
I have a couple professors like that.
He just walks up to you. He just walks up to you. He's like, "Hey, Robert. Hey, how's it going, man? You know, you're doing really good, but you know, look what I'm doing. Look at me."
You ever heard of a little thing called Fairly Odd Parents?
You ever heard of it?
I did that. I made it all.
You ever heard about how I made your childhood, Robert? And look how you're talking to me. Look how you're talking to me, Robert. Look at you. Look at you and look at me. Look back at you and look back at me. And now look at my shows. Now look at my IMDb. I made you.
Look at my IMDb.
look at my IMDb. He's already got it open.
Here, I'll Google it for you.
He's like shoving it in your face, and like he's like, all right, I'll let you go. Here, I'll draw you something in the Fairly Odd Parents style.
Oh my god.
and then And then like he calls you in the middle of the night. He's like, "Hey Rob, I was just checking. You still got that drawing I did in the Fairly Odd Parents style?"
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Butch.
Yeah. Hey, can you draw me something I could take credit for? Something that could something you could draw so I could hang up on my wall and that not exactly take credit for, but say that I did and I influenced.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera cartoons are really good. I did Dexter's Laboratory. Did you know that, Rob?
No, you
I don't
didn't.
listen to criticism. Criticism's for idiots.
It's fine.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
No! No! No!
No, he doesn't. He stops you before. He's just like, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no! That's disturbing because I can see it happening.
You imagine if someone does that to you, you're like, shut up. Shut up. Can you shut up? Can you shut up?
I've had a couple people do that to me. That was like back in our fucking the days that we used to play Magic the Gathering. So I haven't had that happen in a while.
I do that ironically.
It's funny, ironically. It's absolutely funny. But when people do it seriously, I'm just like, I look at the other people around me. I'm like, is this guy special? Do I need to give him special treatment? Or do I stalk him right here and right now? What's the call? What's the call? Someone make it other than me. I'm unsure.
Yeah. Like, was it when people say something really fucked up, and then they go back, they try to explain it and justify it. Then you're like, oh, that's okay, and they're like, oh, I wasn't apologizing.
Oh, I love that so much. Even if someone was sincere about that, I would fucking lose it because I'm just like, that's amazing.
No, people. It's funniest when people are sincere. It is funniest when people are sincere.
I've never had anyone do that to me sincerely yet. But it's either going to be a blessing or a nightmare. I have no idea. I'll wait to see.
I think I have done some. I have done it. Although they haven't left like a lasting impression on me, so I didn't give a shit about it. But damn, dude, no, it's just oh, I wasn't apologizing. That's the fucking.
It's the fucking clarification of it. It's like you can't just be like normally my thing is to say, like even if someone says something like really fucked up, I can't remember. It was like someone said something about the Jewish community, and I was like. All right, that's kind of messed up. And he was like, I need you to apologize or something along those lines. This was years ago. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean it. I don't mean that I'm sorry. I'm just like, okay, I'm done with this conversation. Let's move on. Or I'm going to walk away. Or I am walking away right now. Or some shit. But like, the fucking level of like, oh, I'm not apologizing. is like that complete sincerity. It's like, he can't just let you. You can't just be like, oh, okay, well, you're sorry, that's fine. So, no, anyway, we gotta go. He stops you and he's like, no, I wasn't apologizing.
Yeah, dude, because it's like, it's like it's an omission of fault. Because it's like, because it's just
that's
like.
That's a huge power move.
Yeah, it's like an omission of fault if you do that. Like, it's like, oh, I'm not apologizing. I just wanted to clarify that there was no offense there and you were wrong to feel offended by it and you don't deserve an apology because your anger was in the wrong place.
Dude, even if someone like was acting like an idiot and then like you say like, oh, I wasn't apologizing whenever something else happens, it's like, just let him have that.
Yeah, just leave it, dude.
Just leave it. It's fine.
It's just like, listen, we know it's not an apology, but just let the guy have it. Like, it's fine. Like, it's just like, you don't need to clarify that you're not apologizing.
It's a huge dick move in my opinion, and it's just so fucking dickish.
It is. It really is such a dick move because it's like, oh, I'm not apologizing.
It's like, oh, okay, like. Oh man, you ever seen when what do we call the male version of Karen now? A Chad?
I think they call them Kyles.
Kyles. Okay, so that's a Kyle move. Oh, I wasn't apologizing. It's a Kyle versus another Kyle. You ever seen that? Holy shit, I had two Kyles face off in the middle of class, and let me tell you, they're close to getting in a full-on fist fight. In college! I've never seen that in college! I rarely saw that in high school! But in college, it's just like a Kyle versus a Kyle is a very scary situation. It's just like, oh, I wasn't apologizing, and then it's like, oh, the fuck you weren't.
Are you talking about alpha males?
Oh, very alpha. Chad energy.
Okay, those were the Chads. Oh yeah, the Chad Thundercocks.
The Chad Thundercocks. Big dick energy. Big dick. Fucking like grossly weighing. You ever seen the guy with the balls that weigh like 180 pounds? And he has to walk like all fucked up like a crab because he's got just such giant balls. That's the energy that they exude. And it's like when they're like facing off, it's like two seals facing off, trying to fucking fight with their lips and they're kissing, but they're like, no homo, no homo. It's like,
yeah, it's scary when they get up in your face and they're just like puffing out their chest and they're like shoving you. And they're like, come on, bro, you got pussy, fuck pussy.
I am very thankful to be tall and like my fat kind of looks like muscles.
You are built like a quarterback. Like you do look like your fat goes like to your shoulders and your boobs. So they look like pecs.
They do.
They do look
so
like
I
pecs.
haven't had many people fuck with me, but the people who do, I back down like a bitch. Like not even gonna lie.
Yeah, you know, I'm always the opposite because
I've seen you like an angry chihuahua. You just fucking go in there. You're like, come on, motherfucker, come on. There is no injustice in my court. There is no mercy in this dojo.
Because sometimes it's fun. Like sometimes.
I see it.
Yeah, like sometimes it's fun when you go.
Oh, it's fun. That fucking makes a statement. It's like, biter. You ever like do the bark in people's faces?
Yeah, I've done it before.
I've done that like once or twice jokingly, and it's genuinely scared people.
It's fun, dude. Like it's just like, I don't know, because like sometimes it's like fun when someone comes up to you like real aggressive and hyper and shit, and you just like want to match that hype. Because sometimes it's just like they're play fighting, and it's like, oh, that's funny. But like other times when they mean it, oh, it gets annoying.
Oh god, life is full of many surprises, many types. Oh, it's a rainbow of emotions. It's truly a ride for the ages.
Honestly, I'm because I'm 6'3", I'm still pretty fucking big.
You are. Like we gotta measure myself and you again, because I think you're 6'4" now. Because you're like matching me. I'm 6'4".
I fucking hope not. No, you know.
I'm slouching.
I don't know, man. Like a lot of people call me like a tiny chihuahua and stuff like that, and like I constantly think that like, oh, I'm a small like 4 foot. I'm fucking 6'4", dude. Nobody wants to fuck with me.
Well, no, it's your skinny factor. Like the fact that you're not skinny is the reason people aren't threatened by you, and they kind of see you as small. But truth is, if you bulk up, you're a big motherfucker. Because I have the main. So this is a big personal fact about myself. I'm 6'4", and I'm built like a brick shit house.
You are very.
I'm fat, and like my fat kind of exudes. It what is that word? It expresses the idea that I have muscles. When in reality, I fucking don't. I'm like through most of my body.
You are deceptively stout, like.
It's just well placed, fat, my guy. But no, it's like all throughout my life. Oh, you remember that time with the teacher? I was in fucking high school, and I just stood up to her, cause she was being a bully. I'm not gonna lie, she was a bully. But I did like what a little kid does, because in high schoolers are little kids. Not gonna fucking lie, I was a little kid. So I did this thing where I puffed out my chest and I was like, no, you're not taking away my video game system. But in high school, when I was that size and my voice started changing, in reality, what this tiny little teacher saw was me puffing up my chest and going, oh, little woman's about to die. Oh my god, that was the day that I realized I can't do that type of shit anymore.
Yeah.
And I've had people like cross the street trying to get away from me, or like people looking over their shoulder, looking at me and all this sort of shit. Because sometimes I do walk with the wrong crowd, and I gotta be like, no, I'm not gonna harm you. Everything's fine. If anything bad happens, I'll protect you. Don't worry, it's all fine.
Yeah, out of the both of us, you're probably the more you're more friendly looking. But it's
because I got the round, curvy, fat face.
You get the round, curvy, fat. Well, you just like everything about you says friendly. I don't know, man. Like there's things like, cause like for me, it's like my fucking face. I just look so pissed off. Like I'm just wanting to kick the shit out of someone. I don't know why. It's just my face when I relax.
I have seen some of that, and I've always seen it as big dick chihuahua energy, and I love it. But I've noticed some people like don't get it that way, and I have to pull them aside, and I'm like especially during like the starting years of college, I had to pull people aside. I was like, he's just fucking with you. Don't. It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. And they're like, no. He's coming at me like that. I'm gonna come at him like this. And I was like, no, shut the fuck up. You're fine.
I never had that.
Like, give it a year, and you're gonna love this motherfucker. And then they come back a year, and they're just like telling other people off. They're like, just give it a year, you'll love him.
You know what? No, it's like I was talking to Molly about that, and everybody kept asking her. He's like, dude, does he not fucking like me? Does he hate me? Because he keeps looking at me like he fucking wants to kick the shit out of me. And I'm like, what?
You're like one of the friendliest motherfuckers, especially that I know here. It's just like you pop up and you're all hyped and you're like just like you're into the social circle, like anyone's social circle. You're fucking dancing and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, guys, and then you do a loud burp. I wish I could make myself burp right now, but you do a loud burp and you're just like, okay. So,
oh fuck, I did that wrong.
Oh, that sounded like a vomit.
It was.
But you're like, okay, guys. So, last night I chugged 3 cans of Red Bull and stayed up till 5 a.m. And then I proceeded to get 30 minutes of sleep. And now I'm here, and I don't know where I am. I don't know what class this is. I'm gonna presume that we are in the middle of a lecture for psychoanalysis. Wait, I'm an artist? Okay, art history. 1920s. We're going with that. So, 1920s. Big dick boys.
I just got done drinking a Red Bull and jacking off, and I gotta tell you, I got a PhD in whacking it! And I walk in and everything.
You're a fucking living, breathing character, and I love it.
I don't know, dude. No, I like you sometimes, because you're a little bit more like, you're still toned down, but you're actually like enjoyable toned down. Like everybody's just like, hey, this is a nice guy. I like this guy. He's all right.
You are enjoyable toned down. Don't even sell yourself short. We're sucking each other's dick right now. Don't even.
We're doing the circle jerk, but only 2 of us are present.
College was fucking fun when you were around. You left now. You're doing your own thing. I want to see your YouTube pop up soon.
It still wouldn't be. It's still not going to be fun because of the fucking virus.
Oh yeah.
We're not allowed to be like 6 feet from each other. We're just going to be stuck in your room.
Yeah, nothing's fun actually now. Past memories though. I like thinking about old stuff. Excuse me. Even in podcasts, it's like I gotta take a break. Just gotta inhale, and then like everything just goes to shit, and then I just burp, and it feels like acid just rushing into my heart, into my fucking brain, and then everything just hurts so much.
Yeah, don't you hate it? Don't you hate it sometimes? Like sometimes when I drink Coke and I burp, it feels like there's water in my throat, and then it all the fizz comes up, and I start choking, and I need my grandpa to come in to give me CPR.
That might be too much Diet Coke, buddy.
It is regular Coke. Pepsi does that to me more. Coke sometimes does that to me.
So I don't know if you like. I've talked to you about this, I think, a couple times, but actually, like a burp that will put me into a fit.
What's a fit mean?
I can't breathe, and I literally it's like I don't know if it's a medical issue. My mom's been like, yeah, no, I thought I was gonna have to take you to the fucking hospital. Like we tried giving you water and you could not swallow, and I was like, yeah, sometimes. So it's whenever I go to normally when I go to the movie theaters, because that's the only time that I get this box of Trolley glow in the dark.
All those worms,
sour worms.
Sour worms.
Yeah, I get those. And anytime after eating like half a box of those, I burp. It's pure foam. and I don't know why that happens. And it's acidic foam.
Yeah, it's that citric acid, the shit that they coat those worms with.
And it's fucking otherworldly. Like, I've seen the face of God thanks to these worms.
I get that a lot too, because it happens with eating Coke, but sometimes it happens to me when I eat Coke and those sour worms too, like Sour Patch Kids.
Oh god, that'll make it even worse. Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
It all
just
foams
fucking-
up.
It all foams up, dude.
You start barfing rainbows.
Oh man, what time is it? You know what time it is, Rob?
What time is it?
Let's talk about stuff in the world. Well, not politics, because we're not good at that.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, just sweating bullets. It's like, please don't tell me who's in office. Please don't ask about who's in office. Please don't ask about who's in office.
So who you voting for? Oh, shit. Fuck.
Mayor McCheese? I'd vote for Mayor McCheese.
Being at this college, I've had like people just come up to me and just like do that, just like harass. I'd say it's harass, like just be like, who you voting for? What? You voting for this? You're not gonna vote at all? Ah, you piece of shit!
It's what I don't like about people, because it's like, I don't know, when somebody walks up to me, it's just like, they're like, who you voting for? I'm like, none of your fucking business. You don't fucking need to know who I'm voting for.
That is true.
Because it's like, because voting is a very important thing, and it's just, you know, it shouldn't like divide people. Like, it shouldn't be like you're at the table and you're like, who you voting for? And like, I vote for Mayor McCheese over Grimace because Grimace has a degree in engineering, but Mayor McCheese actually has experience in politics. And then you just see your friends just get up, leave with their Travis Scott meals to some other table. And they tell you, and they tell you to fuck off.
They're Travis Scott meals.
They're Travis Scott meals.
Yes. Mood.
Because it's like, what? It's none of your fucking business. Because it's like, it shouldn't ruin friendships, and it's like, you know, politics should be spoken about, but like in a civil, polite manner, not who you voting for? If you're not gonna vote for who I want, I'm gonna fucking lynch you.
There's a reason that the first founding president, George W. Bush, said that there should be no more than one party.
Amen, brother. Oh, dude. By the way, what do you think of Benito Mussolini and Adolf Hitler?
The fuck? What the fuck did you just say to me?
For Halloween and creating Catchwits. Now that's a bath they're not looking forward to. And then I was telling Danny about it. I was telling my girlfriend, and I was just like, why don't we just make a, because she's looking at these little Halloween things, and it's like $40 for like a 2-tiered cat box or something. They can sit in. I was like, why don't we just make Catchwits?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you want.
There's a little I'm telling. So okay. So for my cats, or our cats, we're talking about dressing them up, and I was thinking of so we're dressing up Percy as a fuckboy. We're giving him like the monster hat, a tap out shirt, and like maybe some Osiris booties. I don't know. We'll see how our budget goes. Dexter, his nickname is Texter, and he owns a used car emporium. And he has
Chaw Daddy.
Yeah, and he has a crippling addiction to chaw, because he's like, hello, my name's Texter, I'm Texter, and welcome to Texter's Used Car Emporium. I'm literally giving these cars away because I have no idea or have any concept of money because I am a cat. But I do know one thing. I do know one thing about money. It buys me chaw. And he's like, chaw me up, daddy. And then like I open his mouth like you're shoving like a pill down the cat's throat, but it's like chaw. And then you just hear and then you just hear, thank you, daddy. Daddy, I'm dribbling. And he's like, so we're gonna dress him up in like a little cowboy hat. We'll give him a little cowboy hat and like an empty can of Skull or something like that, so he can carry it around. And then we were thinking of Tiny Dancer and oatmeal, and Danny wants to do oatmeal as a pumpkin. But I was thinking of dressing her up in another giant cat so she could have like a giant meat Gundam, because her nickname is Meat Meal. Because I came up with a theory that as like she climbs inside Texter's mouth and uses him like a little meat puppet, like a little meat Gundam, because she's so small. And like she, so like I give the cats voices. I don't know who else gives their animals voices, but Oatmeal's this, you know what. So I just picture her going like inside Texter with like inside his little meat Gundam, and she's like moving around. He's like, you know what. But I had this. You know what? I had another suggestion of but I wanted to pitch dressing up Tiny Dancer's little Hitler, so she'd be Adolf Hitler, and there'd be Benito Mussolini, which would be obviously Oatmeal, because female cats are fucking awful.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one we could do. Dwight D. Eisenmeower.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, Dwight D. Eisenmeower.
I say go for it.
It's good.
And go for it.
It's good. Oh wait, we could do what's his name? Oppenheimer, or the guy who invented the nuke, Oppenheimer. I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. Meow.
The day I saw the bomb begin to launch, I knew I had played God for far too long. Meower. 19. When the fuck was it? 1930?
It's like 1960. No, not 1960. Fuck me. What was it? Yeah, dummy. Didn't you know 2001 was when Japan was glassed? No, Robert J. Oppenheimer. That's J. Robert Oppenheimer. Jesus. It was the 66th anniversary when he said that. Was it? No, it was when he said that. It was the fucking... I don't like the fact that this isn't my recommended in 2020.
I don't like this. That this is the legacy that I'm leaving behind.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Yeah, has it feel that maybe like in your 80 you pass away, what you're gonna leave your grandkids is Squirrel reviews?
I feel pretty solid about that. I'm gonna be like, oh, look at this shit that I did when I was a fucking youngin' like you. I did some dumbass shit. Don't be like me. The fuck are you doing? Get a degree! No, not an odd. Get a degree in fucking social justice or like fucking a doctorate for doctoring. I'm gonna fucking prove them. I'll be like, no, this is what you're gonna turn out to be.
And they're just, and then like at your eulogy, they're just like, let us respect this man in his peace when his brain shut off by watching grown man review Squirmels.
I want to make that. I want to put that in my will and testimony now. I kind of want to die just so that it can happen sooner.
Did I post that up?
My mom's fucking bawling her eyes out, and like all you hear is like, "That's not a fucking Squirmel. That's bullshit." No, you get the brand name shit. God damn it!
Oh, it's bullshit.
Oh, that's bullshit.
What is your YouTube? What is it? You're too busy. Too busy fucking your sister to buy name brand Squirmels, huh? Be like, Jesus, dude. Did you imagine if someone ever like literally you don't even know just started flaming you? I'd say you made it.
Oh, that's what I want.
You'd be famous, dude. We're all going to fucking Dave & Buster's after that. We're celebrating.
I will become best friends with like a Squirmel fanatic who's just like, you don't even know true Squirmels, man.
You didn't even go into any of the tricks. First off, you don't even understand any of the nuances or any of the advanced tricks that a true squirmer would know. Okay? You're not a real squirmer.
I'd be like, man, we gotta go out for fucking drinks, you and I. You'd be
I would never go out with a fake ass squirmer like you fake as fuck YouTube fake fuck. You fucking deadbeat. You how's it feel 7 views are gonna be at the top of your it's gonna be the top of your fame. Enjoy your fucking limelight. And then like he goes off and he's like, okay, so I just ran this string all the way through my digestive system and connected a squirrel. And now I'm gonna pull the string all the way through. Wish me luck.
Oh, on the real squirrels, that's metal wire. It's like a form of very, very strong wire.
Is it metal wire?
It's not metal. It's technically, I think it's like a silicone metal mesh.
What is
It'll
it like?
Cut through you.
Is it like
I've
fishing
had it
wire?
Cut me. It's
like fishing
more
line?
than fishing. It's a far more than fishing line. On the fucking squirrel on the brand name shit. I'm sad that I know this shit, but yeah.
No, dude, that's great to know because it's like I was gonna do that like today.
On the cheap shit, they just have fishing line.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that they'd have like quality line on like the name brand. Could you imagine that if you pulled it all the way through, you'd probably cut your fucking organs.
It's so thin because it had to be thin because it's barely visible. Oh, it's so good. It's so cool. But no, that'll kill you.
Yeah, they're like, hi, this is for all my, this is for all my squirmers out there. I think you remember me from my fushigi video where I shoved a fushigi out my ass and shot it out like a cannon, like King K. Rool from Donkey Kong.
King K. Rool.
Like King K. Rool from Donkey Kong. But I got something better. I put a tiny miniature camera on my squirmel. It's gonna journey through my digestive tract. If you
see his blood.
You see, it's like it's just like him pulling it through, and then like it stops, and he's like, and then you hear a thud, and then like it cuts to like another camera outside, and he's like on the ground. He's like calling like 911. No, he's just bleeding out. And he's just like, I don't know who would post that, but that's insane.
Dude, if I was that guy's brother and I found that shit on him, if I was any way related to that guy and I found out that's how he died, I'd be like, I'm posting this.
Oh,
that wouldn't he deserved.
That wouldn't even be a YouTube video. That'd be a fucking bestcore.com video.
Oh God,
that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. And he sends you like they send you like a link, and they're just like, "You're not a real squirrel till you do this."
Oh my God, and that sparks like across the nation, just a mass suicide.
Dude, that's the new challenge. That's like the
Squirrels arise.
That's like the
It's time to join the one true world.
Oh my goodness! And it plays like upbeat music.
Okay, so I covered this on my YouTube video, but have you fucking seen the Squirmel fandom?
Yes,
they are insane. It's like squirm if you're gay, but also squirm to remember the pain of creation via the magic of God. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, it's the Christian squirmers.
It gets horrifying at points. Like sometimes they're just like, the darkness within cannot hide the darkness without.
That's what I'm telling you, dude. That's why I love your YouTube video. That's why because you're shining the light on an otherwise dark community.
I bought $40 worth of metal pins about squirrels.
I've seen.
They were too good. I saw them and I was like, I have to. I just have to.
Oh my God, dude.
I have a squirrel holding a knife. A demon squirrel that's made out of black and just red eyes. And then 2 squirtles in a cuddle puddle that are watermelon colors, which means one is pink and one is green. Cuddle puddle.
How much were those pins?
I don't fucking know, like fucking $10 each.
Oh, that's not bad.
Plus shipping.
They're a good sized pin too. They're not like tiny.
You're not too big.
Okay.
No, just don't join the squirrel fandom.
You join it. Please join it. I'm already a squirmer, so.
You're not a true squirrel.
Can you imagine if are they called squirmers?
I don't fucking know. I did not want to dig that far.
Squirmer sounds awful.
Yes. I'm gonna say it's squirmer.
Yeah, right.
They call themselves off the string a lot.
Off the string. Hanging by a thread.
Oh my god. Because the name for a squirmel from the brand Squirmel is fucking worm on a string. So they say like often like worm off the string.
Is it because that's supposed to be like a dark thing? Like it's like an underground like porn?
Yeah. I don't fuck. I'm not gonna get into that.
Alright.
That's a oh no.
Alright, that's a rabbit hole I'm gonna dig under. If anyone else wants to do it, a good start's Robert's video. His video about grown man reviews squirmels.
Give me some views and fucking give me some subs.
He's got the best intro to that. Alright, well let's talk about media. Let's talk about stuff we've been watching.
Let's do it.
What you want? Who first? Me, you.
You.
All right. Okay. All right. So I guess finished the first season of the. Yep. Have you heard of The Boys?
I have.
Have you seen it?
No, it looks really good.
You need to watch it.
Boys. What was that based off of?
It was based off the comic book of the same name.
Was it DC or Marvel?
I don't think it. I think it was an Image Comics release.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so it's a really fucking good show. And okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. So it's a really I watched. So the first episode. So essentially the show is about this guy named Huey. He's this regular old. He's this dude that works at a. He works at like a tech shop, like a shitty little corner store that sells electronics. And essentially how it starts is his girl. So he's hanging out with his girlfriend outside, and one step off the curb, one of the superheroes, he's kind of like the version of Flash is named A-Train. He runs to his girlfriend, like his girlfriend just gets eviscerated. What the fuck? I want to watch this now. So his girlfriend gets murdered, and essentially it all gets covered up, and he's like, it all gets covered up, and like all of it's just like it's really shitty what happens to him, and he's like forced to sign like an NDA, and give him they pay him off and such like that, and he's really rubbed the wrong way. He doesn't get any justice, and he encounters this guy named Billy Butcher. So essentially the main story is the premise of the world is it takes place where there's like hundreds of superpowered people, and they're mainly they're pretty much just in America, and they're they're like superheroes if they were real, because they're some of the most shittiest people on the planet. Like
yeah,
they're
show really reminds me of what was that one comic? Sorry to interrupt you. It's driving me nuts because that's what I thought this show was about. Watchmen. Watchmen.
It's sort of like that, but these heroes have like no redeeming. Most of them have like no redeeming qualities. There's just one episode where one of the characters, Starlight, she's like a new superhero, and she's like, I can't wait to stop crime and stuff like that. And she gets sexually propositioned by like their counterparts like Aquaman, and that was really fucking uncomfortable. And with almost every single one of those heroes, you genuinely hope something bad happens to them, because they are fucking awful people, like horrible people.
I like this premise.
Like the counterpart Superman, which his name's Homelander. He is like a white Aryan Brotherhood, just fucking piece of shit.
Holy fuck.
He is a sociopath. He is a sociopath and fucking monster. And it really paints like that superheroes are just like, they're not in it to stop crime. They're just in it to get paid. They're in it to get like just paid Instagram followers, TV show, and like reality stuff like that. And the essentially you're rooting for like the anti-heroes, I guess, which are known as the boys, which is like essentially Huey, who meets Billy Butcher, who has his own thing against Homelander. I don't want to spoil it. First season's out. I'm gonna spoil like some of it, but it's whatever. It's been out for like a while. Billy Butcher, Frenchie, Mother's Milk, and they like all come together, and they all just plan to kill all the superheroes.
It sounds so badass.
It's fucking intense.
It is the anti-superhero movie.
Okay,
the anti-superhero movie.
Can I tell you one episode?
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole plot is they're trying to get superheroes. The whole twist. I'll leave the twist for you later, that you can watch. But like, there's this one episode. They're essentially trying to get superheroes in the military, so they can like make more money and stuff like that, and have like a privatized army. But anyways, but essentially they're like, all right, there's this plane that's been hijacked. So they send Homelander and kind of like Wonder Woman. Her name's Maeve. They send her to the fucking plane to stop the terrorists. And Homelander just comes in. He's like, "Yep, nope, none of you are gonna die. None of you, all you fine." He kills all of them except for the guy in the plane, in the pilot seat. And Homelander ends up lasering the fucking terrorist and destroying the controls. And like Maeve's like, "Oh my god, is there any way? We gotta figure out a way to stop this plane." He's like, "Nope, they're dead. No, they're dead. Oops, it happened. I lasered the controls. It's fine. It's whatever. Don't worry." And then like he leaves and he's like starting to walk out, and everybody's like, "What's happening? What's going on?" He's like, No. You guys are all fine. You guys aren't gonna die. Let's get the fuck out of here." And then she like Maeve's like, No. We gotta fucking stay. We gotta stay and do something. He's like, "Nope. Everything I do, this plane's gonna get fucking destroyed. So it's let it go down. Fuck them. Fuck these people." And like Maeve's just like trying to, and then like it's this really intense scene. Like everybody's like clamoring to try to like climb on one of them to survive. And then like Maeve's like, no, take these. It's like, no, I'm not gonna save any of these fucking people, because if we save them, they know our faces and they know we know we tried to kill them all. And then everybody's like, no, you gotta stop. And then like he gets lazy. He's like, "Stay the fuck back! I will laser every single one of you. I will kill you. Step the fuck back!" Like he opens the thing. He's like, "Maeve, come on, get the fuck out of here." He lets the plane like crash and everybody dies.
Holy fuck. God damn.
Like it is intense, and he's supposed to be that Vision Superman, and it's terrible because it's like, so the main like they're like the Justice League, the Seven. It's terrible because it's like they all kind of like in a sense aren't like the most useful, because Homelander is basically like God clad in like flesh, and like they literally just stay there and they do whatever they want just to keep him happy. Like they just to keep Homelander happy from like, because like literally there's nothing stopping Homelander from just like killing everybody and just destroying everything, because he's a fucking sociopath. Like he literally just like,
that was the main argument for Superman. It was like, no, Superman should have just like fucking killed everyone. Yeah,
like that's exactly what Homelander is. Like he walks up like there's one episode where he just starts like, you can tell everybody's scared to talk to him. Like they're terrified. Like, and it's great. Like every encounter with Homelander, like even the Seven, they're just like, "Oh hey Homelander, how's it going, man?" No. I don't want anything. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want, guy. And then, like it's like Homelander is like so fucking intimidating, and it's just like he's a fucked up dude. He's fucked in the head, and it's insane.
Watch that.
You have to watch it, because it is right up your alley. It is like, I don't want to share. I'm not going to share all of it because I know you want to, like, I know you're going to be like, "Oh, that piece of shit."
Yeah, I'm going to watch that in a bit, so don't fucking share too much shit.
Dude, I'm not sharing it. That's the only episode I want to share, just to get like, because it's a really good fucking show. And I love those shows that are like that dissect superheroes.
Yes.
you know, because it's really good, because it's just like for some of those, sometimes it's just like really. I don't. I like the lighthearted stuff where it's just like, oh, here comes Superman saving the day. What an amazing dude! But I love those ones where it's like, it like actually like deep down dissects like what would happen if these people were like this. Like what?
Dude, it's so fucking amazing. There's shit like even worse than like like everyone says like the true anti-hero was Batman because like in the fucking movies, the recent movies that they made of him, like that was the true anti-hero. No, the real fucking anti-hero is shown in a lot of DC comics. It was Green Lanterns. I'm a huge comic nerd, so bear with me. Green Lanterns, Swamp Thing, Animal Man, which of course green, red, and the gray, just my favorite fucking things ever. And then like Sandman is like, these are people who, if you gave anyone, a random person on Earth, we're not talking about Superman here, who is apparently Jesus Christ for some fucking reason, even though in some comics they turn him like anti-Jesus, they turn him anti-Christ, and Superman just fucking murders everyone. But no, it's like the heroes in some of those comic universes act like normal people, which is like, what are you gonna do if you have that power? You're gonna kill everyone who ever did anything to you.
Yeah, that's always like the most interesting thing, because it's like, because sometimes that power goes to your head, and it's, you know, you start becoming like disconnected from like humanity and such like
It's
that.
a huge ego.
Yeah, but you know, stuff like but I mean like when you, for me, I thought The Incredibles 2 had like a really good fucking point in it. You know, I had this point about The Boys earlier that I wanted to talk to you about, but like The Incredibles 2 was, I thought was like the best logic against superheroes was just like the whole plot of that was just like the CEO was just like, oh, my parents, the CEO and his sister are like, the CEO guy was like, I want to get my sister, I want to get superheroes back because my dad died because superheroes were made illegal and he couldn't call them. And his sister had that counterpoint of, he could have called the police, there was a safe room, but he didn't want to leave and he got shot because of it.
Oh wait, wasn't something more fucked up, like he called the superheroes and they were still legal at that time because it was like way before like they got illegalized?
No, they were
the term.
they were outlawed. They were outlawed right like a little bit before that. So when
that makes it a little less fucked up for me.
Okay,
yeah,
because it was just it was terrible, because it was like I don't know, it's because it was like that whole thing is I think what I like about The Boys versus The Incredibles is the Boys, I guess, and what I like about a lot of superhero things is, you know, how does society function around that, or how do people work around or work with these things? Because in a lot of cases, what was it? I guess the comparison with The Boys and The Incredibles was that in The Incredibles they made them outlawed, like they made them illegal because, you know, it was proven like the second one, like society works without superheroes because they have like insurance, they have, you know, economic things to make it work, and you know, if superheroes didn't do stuff like that, a lot less people would be hurt, and then they could also fix those problems, because it's just like there's also that consistency of like having like police and stuff like that. But like in The Boys, it's almost as if people are trying to like, society has built almost all of their like economy, their law, their justice system around superheroes. So, but these superheroes have no regard for humans, because essentially, like in that
they're
society,
ants.
Yeah, they're like ants. They don't give a shit about them, and it, you know, there's like a thing. It's like a lot of people die to like some people, like innocent people die to superheroes a lot, and they're called collateral damage. Like they're literally just collateral damage, and it's fucking. I was just about to say this. But it's like they're collateral damage, and you know, a lot of it's just like their blatant disregard for humanity, and the whole plot is like superheroes are just born this way. They're just born this way which later on you'll find more of that lore out.
Don't spoil anything,
but,
just
like-
yet, 'cause I'm gonna watch that
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
This sounds good.
Yeah, but there's like different sects. There's like a Christian sect of superheroes called Caped for Christ.
Oh, that sounds amazing!
There's
Yes, this got 1,000 times better.
Yeah, there's like Caped for Christ and stuff like that. And they'll pray the gay away.
Oh god, I can imagine that going so south. Like they get like all Hitler on them, just like there are no gays, or they get Russian.
Some of them do.
Russia?
Some of them
Like
do.
there are no gays in America.
Some of them do, and honestly, Homelander is like he's like Hitler. He's genuinely Hitler.
Yeah.
If you gave like Hitler like superpowers, it is fucking
Superman
awful.
powers, like
He
he's
is-
fucking invulnerable. Oh,
Yeah, he is the Aryan. He's the Aryan, bro. He's like literally, he's blonde hair, blue eyes. You literally wish for like the worst to fucking happen to all of them, except for Starlight, but and Maeve. They still have somewhat of a conscience, but no, it's because for me it's like those dissection of such like that, because I don't know, because it's like giving heroes like flaws like that, like human traits, is really interesting. Because I thought the more interesting part about Incredibles 2 was when Mr. Incredible was trying to be a dad. I thought that was more interesting than the superhero part.
right? Actually, yeah.
Because this, I think I've already said this. Incredibles 2, the superhero plot had it was literally a roundabout. Like it was self-contained because it was caused by superheroes, and it literally ended the same way, because it was just like the argument was caused in the first place because superheroes existed instead of, because people relied on superheroes too much instead of calling the police or relying on actual like societal infrastructure. And then so the villain was caused by superheroes, and all of it was caused by a giant billionaire who was throwing a huge tantrum, who literally spent millions of dollars just to create a problem, only for superheroes to fix that same problem, when that problem wouldn't have existed in the first place if superheroes hadn't been around.
It's a whole fucking ass backwards thing. It's very interesting to think about, like, the psychology behind it and all this sort of stuff. Because I'm the one who think, like, I love The Incredibles. I was raised on that shit. And I love the whole fucking happy feel-good shit. I do. I want to be an animator in the future, and I'd love to work for Pixar in the future. Anything along those lines. And I want to create stories like that. But if I'm being totally honest, shit like The Boys and, like, I keep forgetting the name. What was the other one? With the fucking owl...
Watchmen.
Yeah. Shit like Watchmen, like, if you had superpowers, or if you had, like, tons of weaponry, you'd go out and murder people. And people get, the psychology behind that is, like, what was that one experiment where, they simulated, a jailer and prisoners? The Stanford experiment.
Yeah.
Which, I hate to, like, draw parallels to that, because the Stanford experiment was later proven that he did have his own agenda, and he did, like, edit it a lot like an editor in a movie film.
Yeah.
And actually he instructed the guards to act a certain way, and he pushed them, and like some guards were even like, I don't want to do this, and he was like, it's just a joke, it's just a fucking film, you gotta do it, otherwise you're not gonna get paid, which is still fucked up. But no, shit like that where it's people can do really fucked up shit if you give them power. Like, we've all seen that. And the fucking superhero aspect of that is like, that's how you breed another Hitler, I feel.
Oh, it's like, I don't know, because it's that nature over nurture thing. Because it's just like, I guess the context of it. Because it's like, back to The Incredibles. I thought The Incredibles 1 was a stronger movie. Because that was, for me, that was more interesting. I think what makes Watchmen, The Boys, and stuff like that is dissecting not dissecting a superhero by like their powers and their actions and stuff like that, but dissecting their failings and their shortcomings. like it's like I guess an example is like the first Incredibles, Mr. Incredible struggled to find success in the world, in a world where he had a problem finding success in a world where nobody wanted him.
The whole "I'm not strong enough" thing.
Yeah, he felt like he wasn't necessary in a world that doesn't want him, and he has to face those shortcomings, and especially with Syndrome, whom his own self-importance like clouded his judgment, and he's the reason that villain exists. He realizes that through neglect, because he neglected his family, he neglected his sidekick, and he did all this stuff just to chase back like personal glory. And that was, for me, that was interesting. That was his shortcoming, and I think that's more interesting than him being able to lift like 1 million pounds. It's cool, but that acts as like a framing device to encapsulate your shortcomings. It puts more emphasis on your weaknesses than anything. And with like the boys, it's like you have superpowers, but you're like super unhinged because of it. And in a lot of cases, people don't treat you like a normal person. It's and stuff like, and Watchmen takes that to like an even bigger degree. It's just like nobody finds superheroes necessary. Are they necessary? And it's just like, is fucking around with everything like the right thing to do as a superhero? So I don't know. There's like I think like the dissection of the superhero genre is more fascinating just like than superheroes in general.
I really recommend that you look more into Animal Man is what I've been. New 52, or was it 42? No, 52. I confused nerd logic, but New 52 Animal Man, they delve a bit into that. Like he becomes alcoholic, he becomes a movie star, all this sort of shit. It reminds me a lot of fucking The Boys, from what it sounds like. It gets pretty bad, and just shit like, oh, it's so good. The Sandman, of course. Like, you need to look more into that. So the Sandman is more of the mindset of a god than it is a person. What if you give a god infinite domain, and then like people cross his path, their paths, because there's multiple. Oh my god, it's so good getting into the psychology of all this.
It's fascinating because it's honestly I like it because oh man, dude. So you're gonna in The Boys, you're gonna see a lot of dick, a lot of tits.
Well, I'm not gonna be opposed to seeing a bit of dick and a lot of tit, preferably.
So one of my one of the characters early on, part of the 7, his name's Translucent. He literally just stands in the bathroom and watches the girls use the bathroom, and like he has to take off all of his clothes to do it. So like there's just one scene where he just like, where Maeve is just like, all right, quit fucking around, children, and he just like uncloaks and he's just totally naked. You can see buck ass dick.
What the fuck? Okay, that's not your average podcast.
Yeah, dude, it's a wild show, dude. It's a wild fucking show.
Oh my god.
It's a very interesting show, and quite frankly, some comics do that. Some Batman comics do that. Some Superman comics do that. But like, I thought the Injustice series does a good job of that.
Yeah, they turned Superman into that crazy motherfucker who killed the. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil.
It's fine. It came out. It's like what, 6 years old?
Oh, that was good shit.
You can spoil it now. It's at the. How about this? We're gonna, every time we do spoilers, because we've both seen it. We both know what the fuck's going on. And you know what? If you the viewer and or listener does not know, shame on you. Go get out of here. Don't watch the podcast.
Play the video game. That's what I did. But there's also a comic. So
yeah, read the comic. Comic's good too.
Comic's better.
Injustice 2. Like Injustice 2 is really good.
Go through it all.
Agreed. You don't have to learn how to clicky clack fighting games. You just have to read.
Indeed.
But yeah. Anyway, spoiler warning. It's really good. Superman becomes a tyrannical leader because the Joker unleashed like a little bomb he killed Lois Lane, and that was the final straw for Superman. So he kills the Joker, and he realizes he needs to start a totalitarian society, and Batman and a couple other heroes don't agree, and Superman ain't for that shit.
What fucks me up is a lot of the superheroes fell with Superman. Like, Superman became Hitler, and they were just like, okay. And like the boys, they were just like, okay,
They're like,
I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah, some of them were, he's got a point.
Right? Yeah. Oh god, that shit's so fucking good. But anyway, Dalen, I think we've reached that time of the night where it's time to let the viewers sleep. So, any final words?
Well, thank you for watching the NYAP Time podcast. Remember to hit the like button, click that subscribe, and smash that notification bell for any future videos.
Yeah.
As always, I'm Alex Dalen. This is Robert Lopez. Have a wonderful night, and remember, take frequent naps.